Hello. Hi. Hello. Good morning and welcome to your Thursday. Thursday is a good day, everyone, because it's just a good day. What do I know? Today I've got a really nice illustration that has been inspired by a dancer, but we're not drawing a dancer. Well, kind of like a music video, I guess, or I'm not sure. Anyway, it'll all become clear when we do it. What happened yesterday? Yesterday was Wednesday, and it was a nice day. Like nothing too crazy. Morning, Catherine. Yeah, it's pretty chill life at the moment, or quiet at least, not too much going on while we're trying to be sensible. So yeah, just been doing like lots of little drawing bits and bobs, and yeah, trying to keep happy and healthy, really. So let's spin you around. Let me know what you've been up to, by the way. You're always welcome to share with me. So let's spin you. And here is our page for today. So we're going to do a landscape setup with the widest edge down the bottom here. I don't have coffee yet. I didn't fancy it this morning, by the way, in case you're wondering. So that's why I'm going to have it after. All right, and we're going to start today by just drawing a big U shape in the middle. Now, it can be kind of like as wide or as narrow as you want, but I'm going to go for about this much space. So I've got space either side of it. Let me show you. So from about the middle horizontal line, like you're drawing or a U shape. But it doesn't matter if it's a little bit more like sharp, pointed, or if it's a bit more square. It doesn't really matter. You can work with however it comes out for you. Okay. Now, on each side, we're going to draw a C shape here and then a backward C shape here, which comes it's about half the size of half of the page, except it's right in the middle, if that makes sense. And there's like a gap here, a finger and a bit gap. So let me show you. Like that. So quite a rounded C. Oh, went a bit AWOL up there, but this is good good reference. Speak. Okay, and then the other. No, that was a forward C, wasn't it? This is a backward C. I aim to get them about the same size. This one's a little bit smaller, but it doesn't really matter. We can change and adjust as we work on it later. Okay, then next up, we are gonna connect these two shapes by drawing a semicircle that connects them, like a bit like a rainbow. Let's focus. Hello. Attempt to get it on my page. So about the center of the top bit. Oh, okay, now it went off a little bit. Like that. And then I'm gonna thicken that line as well. Like that. But you don't have to do that yet if you don't want to, if you don't feel up for that yet. Das ist kein Problem. Okay, now in the middle of my page, I'm going to draw an L shape that goes out slightly. So it comes out and in like that. Now, can you tell what it's going to turn into? Okay, now either side of my L shape, I'm going to do two lines. Now, depending on what vibe you want to give, you can do different style lines. So let me show you an example on a scrap of paper. So let's say I have then I could do two, maybe add a little pupil. And that is kind of like a nonchalant look, right? You could draw upside down U shapes that are really high, and draw a semicircle at the top. People. That's looking up, right? You could draw a shallow U shape going down. Maybe add a couple of eyelashes. They are closed eyes. This one looks a bit rubbish. They are closed eyes. You could add a slight semicircle to the bottom of these. They are mildly open eyes. You could add a bottom to the top original style and add your circle. These are kind of like suspicious eyes, maybe. Don't mind the noise in the background. You could add bottoms to the big U shapes and add just circles in the middle. These are like shocked eyes. And the list goes on. So there's really loads of different options you can give to your face, depending on what style of eye you want to give or what style of look you want to give. But bear in mind that these could either be ear warmers or they could be speakers, depending on the vibe you want to go for. So I think I'm going to go for number 2, my option number 2, and do eyes that are looking up. So I'm going to just draw my upside down U. But that's fun, right? Like just drawing a whole list of different types of eyes, because eyes and eyebrows are little gifts to give you like the expression that you want. You could also just leave them like this, and then it looks like someone's really happy, like they're closing their eyes, but they're really happy. But I'm gonna add looking up today. And then, of course, you can color in the iris any color. You could even add a little bit of a few little lines. So obviously there's lots going on in the iris, but definitely leave little bits of white in the pupils. Okay, now I'm going to draw the mouth. So again, the mouth could be many different things. So let's draw another, pop it there, another nose. And the mouth could just be like a simple smile. Looks quite spaced out, this person, doesn't it? Could be an open mouth, someone singing. So you do an upside down U, just like the eye, and then another U that kind of envelops it. And then I like to thicken the lip and kind of thicken the lip as if, because then it's not like a sad, shocked face. It's like a shaped, like controlled open mouth. You could have just a sideways mouth. I do that quite often with my NessDoes illustrations. You could do just a straight line and then do the classic 2 mounds and 1 mound to just have a classic mouth. And then there's so many ways to change the expression. Could add little cheeky bits like that, etc., etc. So just play around with a scrap piece of paper like me if you want to, and then decide what mouth. I'm going to do a singing mouth. So big U shape, and an upside down U. A little bit on the wonk, but that's fine. Then because she's singing and her mouth is stretched, I'm going to draw kind of lines either side, suggesting kind of cheekbone style mouth expression situation. And by the way, if you're interested, this is from the Sia music video with Maddie Ziegler, where she's got really cool hair. Actually, she's got very cool hair, and now I'm going to draw in my hair. So it's like she's got bangs, like a fringe. So I'm going to just do kind of like a faint line of where my bangs are going to come to, about there. And then let's draw the rest of the hair coming down. So you could do any hairstyle. You could do really cool, like curly hair, like coming out. That would actually be quite cool. But I'm going to stick to what I had my plan on. I'm going to round off these edges so that they are kind of like flush to the hair. So they go straight, you can go there. And then the rest of the hair kind of just comes out like that for me. Maybe a little bit bunched. So just the fringe. So in the video, she has like half blue and half pink hair. Just going to disguise that side of the face that I drew that is now incorporated in my hair. But really the possibilities for this are endless. And if I was to draw this again, which I might because it's quite a fun drawing, I probably would do like lots of curly hair coming out and going wild on the rest of the page. So the last thing for the face I'm going to add is some eyebrows, and I'm just going to add really simple lines like that because I don't want them to be too imposing, and they're just going to be kind of out to the sides because if they're in, they tend to feel concerned, and if they're out, they tend to look more like soft and easy. I'm just going to try and get them about the same size. Or she's kind of got like a smug look going on now with the eyebrows. That's fine. And now it's just decoration. Yay! You can add like, I might add like a roll neck top. Like this. And shoulders coming off the page. You could add like hands. Maybe their hands are like holding on to their speakers, if they're speakers. These could be speakers actually, couldn't they? They're not in the video. Maybe I will do a little suggestion of how to go wrong, but whatever. We're just playing, aren't we? There's one long finger. Two. But as always, you guys do your thing. Always love what you come up with. You can have musical tools if you want to be really cheesy. Make it obvious to your viewer what is going on. Like that. And then I don't own any big cool speakers like this, so I'm not really sure what they look like. Like what, I can't go off any style that I know. So I'm just going to put like, I'm not sure. Draw your design. Design your own speakers. How would your speakers look if you could design your own? I'm just going to continue to add bits of hair. Like that. You could do this for a very long time. And you can add like little other extras to the face. So maybe like a backward C for the nose and a bit of a nostril. And then maybe like a little nose stud. Could add like a little suggestion of the underneath eyelashes. Maybe some eyelashes on the top as well. Little eye corners. What else? Little chin. All sorts of stuff, really. I mean, little gestures on the face can really make a big difference to the way the expression looks. So err with a bit of caution, but, you know, this is for experimenting, isn't it? So I think I will just add a few more of these on this side, and then I'll get to painting. Maybe I'll just keep the speakers looking clean because I don't have the creative capacity at the moment in my head under the pressure to make something interesting. I don't know what video this is from, but I'm sure if you just search Sia videos, you'll find. I know she features Maddie in a lot of her stuff, but she's a very talented dancer. Okay, let's leave it there and do some paintings, otherwise I'll go over. So, put my pen there. And I'm going to paint her face first. And the way that I'm going to do it is to I'm going to just paint a bit of water on her face first so it doesn't go blotchy. We've learnt this trick with this paper. You don't necessarily have to do this. It depends on the paper that you're using. And I'm just being careful to keep the eye area completely dry so that the colour won't run into the eye, because we want to keep them white. Otherwise it's a real pain having to try and lift the colour out of the eyes and they never look crisp white, really. I'm just being really gentle with my application so that my paper doesn't ruffle. But it should give nice smooth blends of this colour because it's already wet. But if you're not using like the best quality paper, then this could cause your paper to ruffle a little bit. And by ruffle, I mean like fibers from the paper could like bobble up, and then you get this kind of horrible textured mark on your paper that you just can't get rid of, really. Slightly red neck, but that's okay. And I'll wait for that to dry, and then I'll come back in and add some rosy cheeks and some colour to the lips. Maybe add a bit of colour to the lips now because they are dry, so they're easy to paint on. Leave little highlights for now. And then let's come on to the headphones. So I want to do the hair like a cool color. So I might do the like pink hair. So I'm going to do like a deep indigo headphone style, which I think will look cool with pink hair. So think a little bit about my colors. I'm not that well prepared when it comes to color matching or color palettes for these warm-up morning exercises, because I don't want to turn it into like a chore, you know. It's just to get our creative brains switched on, maybe create something cool that we're proud of, maybe just enjoy the process, or even I know some of you just watch the videos and don't participate, and that's super cool too. Just nice that you find some kind of value or comfort in watching this process. And of course, I love it when you send me your work and I can see kind of your interpretations of it, but I equally love it when you just tell me that you watched the video while you were eating your breakfast. I think that's so nice. Might add a little bit of green into this mix. I want it to be, I think the blue looks a little bit too blocky. So while it's wet, I'm going in with my sap green, and then it kind of gives that nice blending effect there. And then I'll go in here with the green too. These are quite nice headphones. I think maybe these would be the style that I would make for myself. Although, do I wear green? Not really. Don't have that much green in my wardrobe. It's not really my go-to colour, although I do have a lovely hand-knitted green jumper from my mum, so that is my favourite. Now it's a little bit wet still, so I'm being a bit risky, but I'm going to just go for it. I'm going to start adding pink of the hair, and so I've got this alizarin crimson, which I know is like a super strong colour. So if it touches anything wet, it will pretty much spread there. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious up here. But it's also a really like strong colour. So look at that like instant vibrancy, even on the first layer. And of course, it will dry slightly lighter than the first application. But in general, this colour is a powerful colour. I was going to say powerhouse, but I don't think that's right. And I can just drag little bits down over that initial line. Yeah. So cool. Bright pink hair. Would never have the bravery. I think I have the face to pull it off, or the style. It's not really like the way that you actually look. It's more just how you hold yourself, right? Your attitude. That's how things can look good on you or suit you. I think it's all to do with your attitude, isn't it? Just get those white bits where I didn't continue the skin tone. And drag that up so it doesn't dry in a weird patch, although it might, but that's fine. We can go over it later. Okie dokie, maybe add a little bit of this pink to the lips as well. The brush is all skewed from the dry application. Trying to keep some highlights. There we go. How's yours going? I hope that it's going well. And then I'll do a background, like a yellowy background. Maybe I'll do like a dark indigo top to go with her speakers, because that's her color. She loves indigo. Nice. And then, of course, the mouth is always a bit of a troublesome area, but I think I'm going to just go for like the black inside. Could leave a bit white for teeth, I suppose. Drop in that black color. See how that dries. Got instant teeth, didn't even have to draw anything. Excellent. And then I'm going to do some brown eyes. So just painting majority of the iris there, but leaving clear white sections, because it's so important to have that reflective look in the eyes, and kind of doing it at the same point in both eyeballs there. And then I'm just going to whip the background with a little bit of yellow paint. Oh, I've realized I've forgotten about the hand again. All these loose hands always get forgotten about. I'm just making this a real color bomb by adding my yellow background. I have to sort out that hand later. And just quickly get that color on. I wonder what she's listening to, what she's singing. Nothing better than a good old sing when you're on your own and there's no one judging you and you're just letting out some joy or sadness or any kind of emotion. It's quite a like physically relieving thing, isn't it, to sing really loudly. I sing quite a lot in this flat and I never hear other people, but then I think they must hear me with the windows open, but I've never had any like complaints. So hopefully they don't hear me. Otherwise that will be embarrassing. Okay, hand is a bit slightly different color, and then I'm just going to add a slightly pink cheek. I know we are a little bit over time, so just really gentle pink. I'm always a little bit nervous to do this last touch because it can always look a little bit silly or go wrong, but I like that little touch of a rosy cheek, so I keep doing it. So there we go. We have our singing person, or maybe yours is a different style of person, depending on which eye you went for. So I'm going to finish this by maybe colouring in the music marks with like a dark yellow, maybe. I'm not sure. But yay, I enjoyed that too. So thank you so much for joining me today for your Thursday fix, and I hope that you feel in a nice creative and chill zone. As always, send pictures of your work my way. I love to see. You can do that on via Instagram. It's probably the best way via Instagram because it's easy to find me. I'm just NessDoes, and recommendations for topics that you want to cover, or vibes that you want to feel in the morning, then let me know. It's all about just starting your day in a nice way. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me. Let's get that end stream button, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday's edition. So take care. Bye.